welcome back to the first part of disassembling and rebuilding this Marc 28. Now, last video I just explained what this engine is and what the plans for and all that stuff. So it'll be up there in the cards. But today we're going to work on taking this lower unit off this motor. Now off camera I took off the prop, and it is right here. The pitch is 9.5 by 9. It looks like a off-brand Mercury prop, but it's based off a Mercury prop. So now that we got that out of the way, I guess start by taking this lower unit off. We are going to start off by taking this plate off. Now, I was looking through the manual. It's a confusing manual. I read it last night a couple times, and then I was looking at it again. It looks like there's a shaft that comes up here, and there's a nut in here. So I'm going to take this off and see if I can find that nut. And we're going to hope that a whole bunch of oil doesn't spurt out. Spurt out onto me. I have that bucket, so yeah. Actually came off pretty easily. My guess is most of all this seal stuff is just gonna be destroyed. Smells like oil. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need a Phillips. Hold on 1 second. Grab this thing. Well, there's a good chance that these actually have to come off. So this is fresh water. Wrong screw. Yep, that was the problem. All these screws have to come out. Hold that back. Should I get this grease vent off? Or we're not, because it will just come off like that. So yeah, right there is the bolt that I was looking at before. This is, oh frick, oil. So this is all the oil and stuff inside the midsection. So we're gonna go. Don't know how good it is for the engine, but I mean, I'm gonna try to just pull it off with the wrench, but I might. There we go. It's no problem. Wasn't that hard. Now actually, we're going to ignore this for a second. I'm going to bring you back around, and we're going to take off these two screws almost all the way. So we can kind of lower it slowly, because inside the midsection there's the springs and stuff for the automatic transmission that will fall out, and I do not want to be crawling around my floor covered in grease trying to find all the parts. So we're going to do it slowly. Okay, so I have the right ratchet and stuff, and we're about to take these two screws out. And there we go. Off camera last night, there was a problem with this being stuck. I greased it up. It's better. I can manhandle it to turn it, but still not turning properly. My guess is there's something inside here that's just broken. Grab these actually. So actually, I'm gonna grab plastic baggie. Eventually we'll say lower unit bolts. I'm gonna grab another baggie. I have hopefully these. I'm gonna put these 3 bolts inside. I'm gonna put this whole thing. Yeah, that gasket. This was inside there. That's not good. Put this whole thing right inside this little plastic baggie here. Where's that? Okay, so now we got 1 bolt off. Let's go back to this bolt. Now if I was just taking off this to do something very simple, I would not be doing. I would probably have a rag or something right there. Be doing it a lot nicer. That did not. Form me a gap, guys. Now, as you can kind of see, I can kind of see through it for a small gap. So here's what I'm going to do. Move this underneath so it'll catch most of the oil. And okay, so now what we have to do, we have to put this stuff back. My wrench is over there. So we're going to have to undo that and then slowly lower it. So let's go do that. Okay, so you guys did not move, but I did. So I have to be very careful. Now, like I said, all the springs will fall out. Okay, now we have the problem. I'm gonna take the cover off. I don't know if I really have this. There's something wrong with this whole crankshaft. I'm gonna just come back around here. How's that? Oh, it's the water. There we go. Now, I'm gonna tilt this up. Okay, so right here is the lower unit. So, no, backwards. Okay, so now I just put my hand right on the thing right there. So now my hand's covered in oil. Now that we have the lower unit off and onto my vise right next to you guys, we're going to slowly lower this down, right? And we're going to cross, I guess, we're going to cross my finger. I'm going to cross my fingers that all this falls out so I don't have to go in there with, those pliers and try to pry them out. Which would probably not be the easiest and nicest thing. Yeah, I feel like that's might fall out. It might not. Let's just try. You guys probably won't be able to see this. I will. Well, of course, first of all, let me lift it up. Okay, back to moving. Slowly moving it down. Okay, we have news. Nothing fell out. Okay, so off camera, I read through this, and it might have accidentally got out. So, that's heavy. It's big. Okay, that is big and heavy. Well, that makes sense because that's the whole freaking drivetrain right there. So, because I have no. Okay. We're gonna grab this paper towel. Just gonna slowly pull it out. The reason I'm doing this now and not later after I have everything else, like the power head off, because I don't want this to fall out in the middle of the night and break. Right there it is. Okay. Now this is basically the whole drivetrain. It plops on just like that. I don't know, but it plops on, and as the power head flywheel, as the power head and the pistons move, they connect to this and they move this, and it comes down, and what it does is it moves the prop shaft from reverse and neutral and all that stuff. And right now, this engine does not have neutral, as said. So, it's probably something between inside this gear case. So, but now I know that we have this off, so I can start working on taking this whole thing apart. Okay. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a bit of a long video, but it's not like this, taking this whole drivetrain off and everything took 5 minutes. It took quite a while for me. Also, this is my first time, technically my first time dropping a lower unit of this size. But, hey, we got it. From taking the lower unit off, and we got the drivetrain off, so that's always a big plus. But, yeah, there will be a video, maybe a video. I'm gonna start taking this apart. I filmed this the 23rd of July, right, the day after I filmed the introduction, and this is coming out the Wednesday after that. So on Monday, the Monday before this comes out, I've already started taking this whole thing apart, and there will be hopefully a video next week for you guys. Next week, yeah, I think hopefully there'll be a video next week for you guys on me taking this all apart. So yeah, stay tuned.